The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Caps and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Columbus Caps and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance going to put it up right away. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack.
Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Lance looking to throw it. It returns it right back to Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Lance going to keep it on the option.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
It's hauled in by Hardy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. .6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Caps are once again back in front.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll go option to the short side. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 6. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Gets around him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. Dancing to his left. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Lance. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Niners, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Lance looking to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lance going to hold on to it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And Lance again going to keep it.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And now they'll throw with Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
But that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Caps have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
A try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, here's...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And room there to work it inside the 25.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Potter. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Potter completes it right side to Cooper.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On 3rd and 2. Potter escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. A little under 2.5 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll begin by running the option.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down, Potter. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.